Fannie Mae is handing over thousands in grants as a result of a lawsuit settlement. The company was accused of maintaining real estate owned and foreclosed properties differently in white neighborhoods than in neighborhoods of color. News 8's multicultural reporter Katia Winfrey explains how those grants will be divided.
The grant distribution will be laid out in two phases. The first phase will go to area nonprofits that focus on housing barriers. The second will be distributed through requests for proposals. The Fair Housing Center says these funds will continue to support communities that have been impacted by the foreclosure crisis and have experienced long-term disinvestment. Martindale Brightwood is at the heart of the city. For Miss Jo Diane Ivy, this is home.
I've lived in the neighborhood just about all my life, which is like 75 years.
She's seen the decades of disinvestment and says there's been some improvement. But for many in the community, specifically seniors, help may not come fast enough.
It needs to be built up a little bit more, and it is in certain areas because sometimes there's some specific funding, but it's not enough to do a lot of things.
Fair housing agencies here in central Indiana and across the nation filed suit against Fannie Mae. They accused the company of marketing and maintaining foreclosed and real estate owned properties in white communities differently than communities of color.
These are typically for individuals who lived in neighborhoods where they couldn't get a loan because of the lack of investment.
Fannie Mae settled in February. The result is sending money back into neighborhoods listed in the complaint in phases. With so many impacted here during the foreclosure crisis, the main goal is keeping people in their homes.
Very often that is around code enforcement issues or code violation issues. They may have received some sort of violation because they might need to have their siding repaired or lawns mowed.
The first phase distributes grant money to 3 nonprofits to in part pay for repairs, code violation costs, acquiring parcels of land for affordable housing, and renovations. Phase 2, nonprofits will submit proposals for innovative ideas to use the grants. Ivy says if it helps, it's worth the wait.
Very vital. You can't necessarily find people to do those things. Sometimes people are afraid to inquire.
The deadline for nonprofits to apply for the request for proposals is July 15th. Reporting in Indianapolis, Katia Winfrey, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.